Welcome back, Art Slugs. Today we're going to be drawing a picture of actually my house. This is what my house looks like, and now we're going to start getting into it. So I start by doing with the roof, getting the idea, the layout. I have this all sped up so that way we don't have to waste time in the actual time it took me. We have this, what we call, it would be a windbreaker around the door, but when we originally built it, it had a big blue door, and we were watching Doctor Who a lot at the time, so we called it the TARDIS. So to this day, we still call it the TARDIS, even though it no longer has a blue door. And then this wind chime recently has been added. For all the years, we haven't had a wind chime, but then just been added onto the list. Got all these nice windows. I want to get the idea and layout of everything's placement and then really add in some more details. I'm actually making this as a gift for my mother. So the time this is coming out, I'm not sure, but until then I have a few more days before Mother's Day, and I wanted to make this for her. So she had a nice picture of her house. So she has this big window in the front and then two windows on the side, and then there's a window upstairs. Then we have this. I'm drawing, this is a horn to a goat. I have a whole goat head on top of this TARDIS. It's the skeleton of it that I just threw up there once because I was trying to preserve the head of this goat that caused me such pain and terror. So much that every time the goat got out, it had to terrorize something. Every time we would hang laundry on the line, it would go and take it out. If anytime nice flowers for my mother, go and eat it. We live on this farm. This goat was the worst thing we've ever had. We've had two goats before it, greatest things. After that, this one male goat terrorized everything. So bad, if we tie him to a tree, he would pull on that rope so bad they would gouge into his neck, leaving this huge, nasty gash. We're like, this guy's going to kill himself just trying to push. He was so stubborn. He caused so much pain. So finally, when we did butcher him, we kept his head, and I still have his head on the TARDIS to this day to remind myself why I don't ever want a goat again. So, of course, while I'm drawing the picture, I will draw the goat head. Now, if you notice on the house, I drew this little weird log shape because it's a log. I had a bunch of icicles, and my brother tried to throw stuff to get it, and he threw the log, and it went too high. It was more like a piece of bark, and was on the roof. So at the time of me drawing this, it is still up there, just waiting for it to come down. I need to get up there and take it down. And he thought nobody's going to notice after the snow all thawed and everything's melted. My mother came out and she's like, "What is that on the roof?" And I'm like, "Well, why don't you ask your other son?" Try and get this out. We have a busted up gutter on the front. That's what this is. That's why it looks so twisted. It doesn't really do its job, and we haven't repaired. We really don't have much gutters on the house. It has like a tree growing out of it on the side, so I drew the tree in. I went, yeah, we'll do that. The siding isn't 100% completed. It's mostly done on the front of the house, but there's a spot right up here on the right by the window that really isn't finished. It has pink board showing that just needs a couple more pieces of siding done. But besides that, the rest of it on the front of the house is all taken care of. Except for that area. It needs a little more gap for that corner piece, but yeah. All regular vinyl siding, but getting all the pieces in. I want to make it look very randomized so it feels like you have the line. So you don't just draw a line straight across. Give them some spaces so the lighting leaves that gap. And I think it's coming out really, really nice. Then I'm going to end up giving it a little more shade because this vinyl has a kind of brown tannish color to it. So I want to add a little shade, but I got to get these windows in, give a kind of reflection, leave some back so it feels like the windows are darkened, but I don't want to leave this white. At least not completely. Start working on the roof. It gets really dark right here where you can see this. We have a chimney, and it's actually right at the peak, but the angle I am, and that I took this picture, you cannot see the chimney. So a lot of people who saw the picture at the very finished, because I'm doing a voiceover for this, when they saw the picture, they went, "Hey, where's the chimney?" I'm like, in the angle of the picture, you cannot see the chimney. I kind of was lazy and didn't want to actually draw in proper shingles and design, so I decided to make these weird shapes, so it makes it look like we have these oldest shingles in the world. But reality, our shingles are just normal. Well, I guess they're not normal. They're 3-tap shingles, but a good amount of people have 3 taps, so all old farmhouses like to have 3 taps. So, just kind of a 3-tap. I just didn't want to draw them that way. So I decided to give them a cool design. And then the lighting of the shingles, it's not like the shingles are worn the way they are. It just was the lighting as I could see. So I went, hey, I'm going to put that in for the lighting. And like I said, I want to shade this a little bit, give it a little darker shade. And places that have create darker shadows, give more. Places that don't, leave light. And then we got these trees in the background that kind of hang over the house a little bit. They don't really directly hang over the house, but at the angle I have, it looks like they hang over. They're more in the behind the house. So I wanted to draw the branches to show that they're kind of over here and you can see them from this angle. And these are some great, great big pine trees that are just hanging over and showing themselves. If I can just capture the design of a pine tree as they branch off. I think I'm not doing half bad of a job. I'll do some darker shadows over here and then kind of leave some light. Might darken that up a little bit more. Oh, I gotta try and do these trees. I got this kind of slight hill over here, and I got these trees in the background, but I just don't know how well this is gonna look. We'll try it out. Yeah, technically we wouldn't see a tree right there. The hill would be in the way, but I'm just going to go for it. That looks a lot better. These ones don't really have many leaves on them, but they're starting to get some leaves, so we're going to add a little bit, but a lot of it you can see the tree itself. So we can just keep that design on there. Keep this hill there, give them a good amount of bushes. Yeah. And the tree back here are some walnut trees, so, make them look, I guess I don't care, whatever they look like. Yeah, I think I'll darken this tree. I'll sign my name, see if I can hide it. Maybe nobody will find it. But now it stands out. You can just see it. So I'm going to darken a bunch of other things to go make it feel like there's many dark objects so people don't just see my name and hidden. So when you got to look for the name, go, oh, where is it? Where is it? You don't just see this one dark spot. And I always sign my stuff Cubby Bear, so there it says Cubby Bear. Let's see if they can figure this out. It's a nice dark shading. All right. Just add a little bit more. I think that's good. If you like this, like, subscribe, and comment down what you'd like to see me draw next.